I think a lot of people would maybe find themselves feeling less weight of the world on their shoulders, less stress, less frustration, if they were comfortable knowing that they are not the best. I feel like that's kind of something that everyone strives for. There's something, some field, sport, activity, work, job, something out there where everyone is trying to be the best they can. A game, a hobby, whatever it is, and just in like at least in like American culture growing up, uh, in school, always, being told to strive to get, the best grades or, be like the starter on the school sports team or whatever it is, um, always being told that we need to strive to be the best. But in reality, okay, let's face it, only one person can be the best. And it's probably not going to be you, and it probably won't ever be you. And the sooner you realize that, you will be able to become the best. Now, dude, what do I just sound so negative. I sound like such a hater. No, but hear me out, okay? Growing up, I did like a lot of sports and extracurricular activities and stuff, competitions, school and stuff. I always strive to like get the best grades I can. I always wanted to be like that starter on the school sports team and whatnot, And it wasn't until I got to high school as I started doing more like competitive kind of stuff and just being around so many more kids and opportunities and stuff, you realize that you are a small fish and a big pond versus maybe you once one point in your life were the big fish and the little pond. Does that make sense? It's easy to go from being the best to, having confidence and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you're nothing. You realize, man, everybody here is way better than me. So like, for example, like I was saying in high school, I started doing a lot more like kind of competitive extracurricular activities. I went from like kind of like a medium-sized fish in a small pond to a small fish in a big pond real quick. And it wasn't until high school, once I had a teacher teach me this lesson, that there is always someone that will want it more than you. And this is something my dad told me too. When you realize that, it just keeps you motivated. You never ever start to feel comfortable. Comfort is the killer to confidence and progress. And you definitely start to lose like that feeling of being humble. I think being humble is so important. How many people do you meet or see that are the best at what they do, a master of their craft, and they're so humble and they're just like, no, like it's like, I'm not the best, like so and so is so good, so and so is so much better than me. Very, very, very few people, and whenever you hear those people talking about it, it's a very rare occasion. It's not something that the media captures. And so like as I've like went on to college and stuff, doing the same kind of competitive stuff, the program I was in, I was like one of the worst in the program in my eyes. But I knew for a fact, and all my teachers knew it for a fact as well, that I was the one that was in and out of the classroom more than everyone else, practicing, spending weekends, I was the one working harder than everyone else. I was the one making the most progress. Did that progress end up making me better than everyone else? No, it did not. Absolutely not. But my motivation, my drive, my work ethic was better than everyone else, and that's what got me my opportunities. The people that walk in that are the best, are given an opportunity the way I see it versus earned. Just in your life, like even like at work right now, like I have a lot of experience, but I know for a fact, like there is always somebody that will know more than me. There is always someone that can do the job better than me. Am I told I do it good? Yes. Am I told I'm the best? I have been, and that's kind of what brought me onto this topic while I was at work the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact. we were talking about things and like my experience because we just got a new employee. Well, I was welcoming him and stuff, and uh, like my boss was talking about how like if I need anything, like come to me because I'm an excellent resource because I've been with the company for like 5 years. And I was like, that is absolutely not true. You know, I appreciate you talking me up, hyping me up, but I'm like, you know, so and so is like, I'm here if you need anything, right? But so and so is the one that's here to look after you and develop your progress and stuff like that. Like, go to them first. You know, I'm here as like, you know, your wingman if you need anything. You know, I was trying to be humble because I didn't want to take away their like connection. You know, and again, that's just like I was told. They also told me yesterday, like, after like watching me work and stuff, that I'm too humble. And I'm like, I don't know if you can be too humble. I'm like, just the way I go about it. Like, it's not like, don't take everything so serious. You know, they're like, wow, like nobody else can do this the way you do it. And I'm like, okay, well, I've seen people do it better than me. They just may not be in the same room as you right now. Or maybe they work at another, you know, location, or they don't work for the company anymore. But deep down, I know it's not true, you know? So I don't want to be spreading that to them. They, like, you know, maybe they've never met, like, some of my mentors, you know, that were way better than me. And in their eyes, they don't know how good they were. So they see me as the best. When in reality, I'm like, no, I know I'm not the best. So, like, does that feeling of, like, and in high school, back to high school, I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump around so much. I'm also still a little sick, so I apologize for the stuffy nose and coughing and stuff. I gotta get some. I gotta get some food on me. Let's go fishing. You know, once I realized that lesson, and it wasn't like a hard lesson for me to learn. I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, you know, I'm glad I feel this way because I know like older me, future me is gonna appreciate this lesson a lot more than I can appreciate it right now after I have some, you know, gain some more experience. And so in high school, I was always compared to, oh, like Shurizen's pretty good. Like, he's great, but like so and so, man, he's the best. And you know, Shurizen will never compare to him. I'm like, what are you doing? Like saying that to a kid, you know? But I was always like just like the second best, second place. And that's fine with me. Because second place is pretty good. It's podium, you know. But I'm not in it to be second place. I'm not in it to be first place. But it just seemed like all I could ever do and like all I could equate to was second place in everything. And I totally feel like that's okay. If your goal is first place, just remember somehow, some way, that person is probably working harder than you, smarter than you, knows more than you, wants it more than you. And just let that sink in. When you think about like how bad you're like trying to do something, like I want to start my own business. I want to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer. You know, I want this promotion. Take a step back. Maybe you don't know it. Maybe they don't say it. Maybe you don't see it. But is there someone around you that is wanting it more than you and you have no idea about it? I don't want you to go all schizophrenic and panic and freak out and be on edge around everyone, you know? Don't develop those silent enemies around you. That's not what I'm saying. But just chances are, like, you never know how somebody's feeling about this. Yeah, they probably do want it more than you. And if somebody wants it more than you, I think they are more deserving of credit, whatever it is that they're after. Now, are they deserving of it? Like, are they the best person for the job or whatever it may be? Maybe not. But again, I think if you're the one that wants it the most, then you have a chance of deserving it. But if somebody wants it out there more, if somebody wants it more than you, then yeah, you have some work to do. You got to catch up. And I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm not saying this to like disappoint you. I'm saying this to uplift you, you know, because how do you make a campfire? Actually, I don't know. I think it's like this. Sick. Um, mm, Cook up some food. All right, bringing you down is the last thing that I want to do. But when you realize that, like, hey, like, I didn't get where I wanted to be, like, you'll never be disappointed knowing that one, like, you tried your best. And two, if you're thinking that you're not the best, that leaves you room for improvement. That leaves you room to be humble. How many people walk away from like a competition or something after, earning first prize and stuff thinking that like, yeah, I could have done this better? The ones that are humble, yes. The ones that know they aren't the best, yes. But just in my experience, after all the different things I've done, the lives I've lived, the people I've talked to, the places I've lived, I haven't encountered anyone. The reason I changed majors my second year of college from like kind of like the competitiveness and grinding to something that I was like, this will get me a job. Not because I didn't love it anymore, but being in that environment was making me not love it as much. And it's not that I got tired of always being like not good enough. I got tired of being in a world, in a place where you were tapped for an opportunity. You were just born into an opportunity rather than earning an opportunity. And that's neither here nor there, So after seeing that negativity, I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there experiencing the same negativity and they're like sitting at home frustrated. I try so hard. I wanted to make the starting football team. I wanted to make first chair. I wanted to be the lead role in this play. I wanted to get this job. I wanted to get this promotion more than so and so. I practiced and somehow there will always be another opportunity. Maybe it won't come for a long, long time. It might not be the same opportunity, but nonetheless, opportunity is opportunity. And I think when the opportunity is right for you and you earn it, that's when you know it's right. I would much rather turn away an opportunity that I didn't like or feel comfortable with or want that was given to me versus an opportunity that I earned and worked hard for. And that alleviates disappointment. I've done my fair share of interviews, and it's always a bummer not getting that call back, you know? But again, it's like, oh, there's other opportunities. This one wasn't meant for me. And I remember getting like my first big boy job that I ended up leaving. The amount of hours and stress I went through to make sure I earned it because they said like 1% of the people that they interviewed were going to get the job. And out of like, I think 97 people that interviewed at the same time I was interviewing for the position, it was one position. I got it somehow, some way, right? Crazy. But that's pretty much down to like one person out of 97 got it. That's close to 100%. That's close to 1% earning it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to walk away from opportunities as well. But at the end of the day, if you're thinking that, I'm glad so and so got it, I think I deserved it more. I think it put in more of the work and they didn't see it. I promise that good karma will roll around and reward you in the form of another opportunity when you least expect it. And that's totally okay. I remember seeing like an animated like short from like Pixar or something. It was like a brother sister and how like the sister, I think she was like, it was like an older sister, and they were in like a karate tournament or something like that, and the sister had all of the first place gold medals, blue ribbons all around the house. And the younger brother, I think it was like maybe like a year or two age difference from what it looked like, he got like second place, he got third place, but his parents never appreciated it for him. And because of that, the older sister thought that like she was like better at everything, And in the tournament, I think the younger brother, like the older sister got first. I think the younger brother got like second or third. Like he was on the podium. I don't remember what position it was, and it doesn't really matter. But they still appreciated the older sister's first place more than the younger brother's. And it was like, I think at the end, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure at the end they did end up like framing his like second or third place ribbon or medal or whatever it was with the older sisters, because like those opportunities deserve to be rewarded too. It's not always about being the best. I'd rather be good at a lot of things that could get me like third place rather than one good thing that'll get me first place, you know? And it is, like I said, I'm just talking like competition because that's the way a lot of people think. Like, oh, somebody's, like I said, interviews, sports, extracurriculars, whatever it is. It's always like a ranking system. It's always a competition, you know? And life is a competition. You ever hear people saying like it's an endless like rat race or something like that, which I don't really understand. But what's kept me humble is I've had a lot of meetings this week and stuff like that with just for work. People telling me how like humble I am and how much I'm always trying to share and stuff, and how I'm always denying that like no, there's nobody that knows more than you. Sure is, and I'm like, no, there absolutely is. You just haven't met them yet. Oh, you didn't get to work with so and so. You know, that absolutely keeps you so humble. And in this day and age, I feel like that is far and few, and definitely something that makes you stand out from the rest. So I didn't want to make this as like to down you, tell you like put you down, ruin your mood that hey, you're not trying hard enough, you're not doing good enough. No, I absolutely believe you are. And just keep doing your thing, But I just said this as a motivation that just in the back of my head every time I'm working and I start to ease off the gas, like, oh, like I worked really hard today. I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to skip the gym. Like I went really hard this week. I'm not really feeling the gym today. I earned a rest day. Oh, absolutely. But when you develop that comfortness of always settling and being like, oh, I don't need to do it today. I can put it off. Or, I earned this today. Keeping in the back of my head, that motivates me. Oh, I know so-and-so. There's somebody out there fighting this, this resistance, this comfort that is going to the gym every day when I'm deciding to take my rest day. And they're going to get to where I want to be faster than I am. Easy as it's like not easy as that, but you know, and again, I don't want to like compare myself to every person out there because that's not healthy. But when I want something and I find myself maybe not getting there as quick as I thought I would or not seeing the progress I wanted, I take a step back and think like, no, like I see all the YouTube channels. I saw like I don't want to say his channel name. I don't know if that's okay or not. But he had it was a guy. He's 17 in high school, so he's younger than me, right? He had 3 YouTube videos, has like 300 subscribers already, and each video has over like 1,000 or 2,000 views. Subjectively, he's doing way better than me on this YouTube thing, and I'm not doing it for the views, the likes, the subscribers, or anything like that. But I'm like, wow, he's put in less work and he's doing better than me. Does he want it as bad as me? I don't know. And that's where it comes down to it. Like, oh, he could be wanting it a lot more than me. And yeah, just because he's only done 3 videos, he must have wanted it a lot more than me from the start. So now I'm the one playing catch up. If that makes sense. I don't really know. But I absolutely believe that it's okay to not be the best. Again, I'd rather take someone that is like on a list of qualifications, passing, a C in everything versus that one person that is an A in here, B here, D here, B here, C there, I'd rather take the consistent where there's room for improvement versus the one person that has a couple of things they're good at and needs a lot of improvement everywhere else. That's just me, and I know the world doesn't work that way. There needs to be more opportunity and chances out there, I think, for people that are working their butt off and not receiving the recognition and praise that they deserve. I'm big on that, so I'm just want to share the love with everyone around that. I know how hard they're working, and I see it. And I'm sorry so and so doesn't see it, but trust me, they will see it eventually. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, and I'm telling you that as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay in your lane. Stay focused. Lock in. It's also okay to lock out. Take that step back. If it means that you will be able to lock in better in a week from now. Maybe that's a video for another day, but I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much for listening, watching. I hope you're having a great day. I just hit 50 subscribers last night, which is absolutely insane because I really only started posting videos at the beginning of the month or end of September, beginning of October, and I already have 50 like new friends online checking me out. That is awesome. And I think I might do like talk about how great my month of October was. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I hope you have a great day. I hope you make tomorrow a better day. And I appreciate you. And I know you're going to get there. I believe in you. I have faith in you. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you later.